information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date of birth?
For what?
Because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
The crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my. So I need to.
I'm not going to answer any of your questions if you don't understand that. I have a Fifth Amendment right to freedom, protection. Now, my bottom line is, why are you detaining me? What crime have I committed?
What kind of? What kind of? Well, I'm not going to give you my ID. Okay. I don't have to. Because there's no crime. So what information do you want?
No, you're being detained right
For
now.
what crime?
So they can go ahead and get you served.
That's not a crime. Okay. You gotta suspect me of a crime being committed to detain me.
Imagine walking up to a crime scene, not as a suspect, not even as a bystander, but as a journalist, a citizen, with nothing more than a camera in hand. You're standing far from the action, quietly filming what your tax dollars pay for, but in a blink you're being told you're now a witness, and that means ID or jail. The problem? This isn't Ohio, it's Texas, where the law says otherwise. What unfolds next is a masterclass in confusion, intimidation, and unlawful demands from officers who clearly don't know their own state code.
Hey, can you go back over here for me, all right?
What's that?
Can you go stand back over where you work for me, sir?
There's something wrong with being here?
Yes, sir, there is. I don't want you to be in direct line with that vehicle. I'd like for you to go back to where you were standing. You can continue filming all you'd like, but I don't want you right here.
Am I interfering?
Well, technically, now you're starting to pose into somebody else's private property with your videoing. Yes, sir. Hey, did they give you permission to film inside their truck?
I don't need permission out in public.
In public?
I don't need permission.
In somebody's vehicle?
I don't need permission out in public.
No, not to film us. You're correct. But to film inside somebody's vehicle, that's an extension of their house, and that is a private place. So you do need somebody's permission to film inside their vehicle.
But is that a crime?
If they decide it is, yes.
Who's they?
The two we got in the back of our cars. If they don't want you filming or you didn't get permission from them, you can't be filming inside their cars.
Well, you guys got the door open.
Look, all I'm asking you to do is go stand back over where you were.
Even if I was back there, I could still see inside the car.
Okay, so go stand back over there. It's simple as that. Because right now that I'm having to come over here and ask you to move again, now you're interfering with our investigation. Because instead of me being able to focus over here, I got to focus on you. So if you could just go stand over there, I can call a supervisor if you'd like to speak to a supervisor.
Yeah, go ahead and call a supervisor.
You can make any complaints you'd like, but all I'm asking you to do is go stand back over there where you were.
Just go ahead and call a supervisor.
Okay, do me a favor and go stand back over there for me, all right, bud?
I don't see what's wrong being here.
I'm asking you to go stand back where you were. There was not an issue where you were standing. Now there's an issue where you're at.
Because I'm filming inside the truck, right?
Yes, sir. You can film us all you want. We don't care. We want you to do it from a safe distance. So if you could go back to where you were, that'd be greatly appreciated.
All right. If the issue is with me filming here inside the truck, I won't film inside the truck.
If you could go stand back where you were, please. Go and contact your sergeant. There's not an issue with you filming us. There's an issue with you getting any closer to the scene.
I'm not getting any closer than here.
Okay. Do not move from here. All right. Any closer from here, we're gonna have any more issues. Okay.
I already told you I'm not moving from here, and that's it.
Thank you. I encourage you to film. Thank you. In just a little bit, okay?
What's that?
Our sergeant. Okay. He's gonna be over here talking to you in just a little bit. He's here. He's actually.
All right. You got a business card or anything?
A business card?
Yeah.
Not on me. I can get you one out of my car in a little bit.
All right. Cool.
You need my name, badge number? What do you need?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna need, but I can't hear over the highway noise.
Okay, so you need all of our badge numbers, or
just yours? And I guess if the supervisor needs to speak with me, I'll talk to him.
Oh, he doesn't need to speak to you. I thought you wanted to speak to him.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
I mean, if you don't need to speak to him, then I'll tell him not to waste his time.
No, he's already here, so I'm not going to waste his time. He already drove over here, so I'll talk to him briefly.
Okay. And like I said, he'll be more than happy to give you anybody's name or badge number that's here.
Okay.
And if you need business cards or anything like that, you give us a little bit, we'll be able to get some business cards too if you'd like.
No, just yours, that's it.
Okay. I can get you one.
Okay.
All right, hang tight for me. Do you have your information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date of birth?
For what?
Because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
The crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
You don't have to know.
Well, how do I know what they did, though? I don't know what they did.
Okay, they broke the law. They're in possession of narcotics. That's why they're in the back of our cars.
Okay, now you're telling me that, okay?
Yeah. So, do you have your name and date of birth?
No.
Or a driver's license?
No.
So you're going to refuse to be listed as a witness since you sat here and videotaped the entire scene?
If you need a copy of the video, I can give you a copy of the video.
Well, yeah, but we're also going to need to identify you in our report that you were here videoing, so when we come to get a copy of that video, we can get that.
All right, let me talk to your supervisor.
He said that he won't want to give us his name or date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably going to end up going to jail because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my ID to speak to your supervisor? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why do you need to speak to the supervisor?
Because I requested to speak to him.
What warrants that?
Because I requested to speak to him and he's here.
Okay. So what's your point?
He's here, I need to speak with him.
You've got no part of the scene, right? But you want to speak to our supervisor.
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and it'll be at the jail. Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
What aren't you understanding? You put yourself in this situation right here. You see that? You're on private property.
Private
right now.
or public?
You're on private property right now.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
Do you have permission to be here?
Did the owner trespass me?
Well, this guy...
He doesn't want you here.
This guy actually did come over and tell us he wanted you to leave.
That guy right there?
Yeah. So...
What's his name?
So what's your point?
What's the guy's name that don't want me here?
So do you want to identify yourself so we can list you as a witness to this crime, or...?
I'm just asking a simple question. The guy that you just talked to, he doesn't want me here.
Yes.
So is he trespassing?
Would you like for me to go ask him to tell you to leave himself?
Do you already have that notice?
Yes, he told us when he came over here and gave me his business
Then why
card.
do you have to go ask him then?
If you would like for him to tell you himself.
He can tell me whatever he needs to do. If he needs to tell me to leave, I'll leave. Simple as that. He needs to give me a warning before you can trespass me.
Well, now until you identify yourself, now you're forced to not leave.
All right, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Don't worry about it. You'll get it in a minute.
What's up, Buck? You guys got the same nameplates?
Yeah, Deputy Chelly, 315.
You like that? You got
Same
the same nameplates?
Yeah.
Same person or?
Yeah, we're the same person.
We're all one.
He's the same person as me. There's obviously two of us standing here, but we're the same people.
All right, must be twins or something.
Yep.
There we are.
Could be. So why'd you come over here?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
I don't.
So you just like coming and getting in the middle of crime scenes and filming them? I mean, it probably would have been a good idea to keep walking today. Do you have a car here? Or are you just walking down the road?
How's it going? Here to do business?
What's that?
Are you here to do business?
I could.
On a property?
I could.
Okay, you want to come in and look at something then?
Yeah, sure. As soon as I'm done here, I can go in and get some information.
Okay. What are you looking for?
What's that?
What are you looking for?
Prices and everything like that.
Okay.
Hold on, man.
How's it going? Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you mind if I go on your property and talk to him, or?
He's on his property.
Can hang out
so
here?
He can hang out if
Oh,
he
no, no,
wants.
I was-
You can hang out. He can hang out.
No, I was asking if we can go over there because of the road noise. I'm not able to hear you.
Oh, well, we're leaving here in a minute anyway.
Okay.
So what's up?
All right. So before I leave here, I just need to get his badge number and his or his business card, whatever the case may be.
It's Deputy Cameron Chelly, 315 is my badge number.
Okay. All right. So my only problem is I was just here. Y'all can step over here. I don't want y'all to get hit. So I can get you a business card.
Yeah.
But this is what I do. I film what public officials do on public property. I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories.
That's cool.
But this officer here was telling me that I had to move back over there. I couldn't stand over there. And I was asking him why. He told me that I wasn't allowed to film inside the vehicle here. But
I mean, that's their privacy too. We got to get their consent to go in, so it makes it any different for you.
well, that's to go in.
Yeah.
But I'm not going in. I'm just observing. That's kind of like equivalent to this is his property, but I can't film it because it's on his property.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, and it's not against the law.
Okay.
So he needs to get educated on that because
Okay.
that's clearly not the case. Okay. Now, am I currently being detained here, or am I free to go?
You're free to go, man. I'm here. I came all the way from Canyon Lake to
We
talk
need
to
to
you.
identify him now.
Okay. You need to identify me?
Yes, sir, I do.
For?
Because you're a witness to a crime and you sat here and recorded the whole crime.
I don't know what crime was committed.
I told you.
You told me, but I
told you
didn't
that.
know. I didn't know
Two individuals
beforehand.
are under arrest for possession of narcotics.
I didn't see y'all
And
pulling
then
the
you
narcotics
said
out the car.
that you still wouldn't identify yourself until you spoke to our sergeant. Now you spoke to the sergeant, so I need to get your name and date of birth. So
I can give you a copy of the vehicle. I can give you a copy of the video.
I don't need a copy of the vehicle.
I can give you a business card.
I need your identifying information so I can list you in
need
the
your
report
ID
as a witness.
Yeah, you're a witness.
Because right now you're failing to ID as a witness to a crime.
What crime?
Hey, what's your first name, man? I know what. What's your first name, sir?
I'll give you my first name. It's Philip.
Philip.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Best case scenario, that female and that male says that we did something against the law. 8 cops against one person, right? So you know who I would want? I would want the guy who's not even involved in this to be my witness. That's how it works.
Like I said, this is what I do.
No, that's how it works. No, that's what we're trying to explain to you.
So they need me as a witness?
You're part of any type of information that anybody that comes in. We're gonna have to ID him because he's in our cameras now.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody. That's how it works nowadays.
See, and I already got his business card. He already identified himself.
So he gave his name and date of birth and all that stuff?
I've got it all right
I said
here.
I can go get a business card too. I said that.
Well, that's fine, but here's the thing. You can't leave until we identify you. He walked up and had it ready. So you can give us your name and date of birth, and then you can walk off all you want. But the thing is we got to identify everybody now that's a witness to this. He came up. He's in the video of our camera, so now he's identified as a witness.
So is he going to be subpoenaed? He's going to be sent to court?
He can be, yeah.
He can be, just like you can be.
Okay.
So it's up to the attorneys if they want to subpoena anybody. But you got to understand that all these cars have cameras on them, and they see you standing here, and they're going to be like, well, who's this guy? Did he have anything to do with the scene? Well, why didn't you identify him? So that's what I'm trying to get at.
Where'd you come from?
That's not relevant.
It's not relevant?
No, it's not.
So you just...
How do we know you didn't get out of this vehicle?
Yeah, they're gonna be there.
Go behind and you're with them and you walked over.
Did you just really ask me that?
Did I seriously just ask you that?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, it actually is a serious question. Why would you randomly walk up to this and then fail to identify yourself?
I already told your supervisor what I do. I'm a journalist.
I really don't care what you do. It doesn't matter.
So, you have a question?
No, I'm just waiting on this business card and I'm out of here. That's it.
I gave you my name and badge number.
I asked for a business card. You said you were
I told you I don't have one.
We all don't have any, man.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
My name is Cameron Shelley. My badge number is 315.
Okay, thank you.
For
all right, now, like I said, I already told you, I'm a journalist. I gather content for stores. That's it.
We have no problem with that, man. We just don't like the space. Everybody, I mean, CNN could come down here and we wouldn't tell them to leave. I mean, there's no difference just because you have a smaller camera. I don't care.
Right.
Just be careful where you go, okay? That's all we're trying to get at.
That's fine.
I have no problem with you videotaping. There's no issue. We don't do anything wrong.
And that's what I told you earlier. I didn't have a problem with you videotaping.
Now, sorry. Am I free to go or am I being detained?
Not until you give your name and date of birth.
Hey, Pee.
Are you going to give your name and date of birth or not?
I'm talking to your sergeant right now.
He's not talking to you. He's on the phone.
I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to your sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? We both have the same job.
He's a higher rank than you.
One way or another.
He's a higher rank than you. That's who I speak. This is who I have to speak with. He's here, so that's who I'm speaking with.
That's great.
Okay.
I made contact with you before he did.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure you're really versed in the law good enough in the fact that you're failing to ID.
On request
you
by
will
any
ID or
police
you will not leave here.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to your supervisor right now.
What'd you say your first name was again?
What?
What'd you say your first name was again? You told him. I just forgot it. Because I would like to address you by first name.
You can address me by sir,
okay,
Mr., whatever the case may be.
So earlier when I spoke to you and I asked you to move back and you refused, did or did I not tell you that it was okay to film us? And I encouraged you to keep filming us.
I didn't say you didn't.
Okay, nobody has a problem with you filming.
Obviously, y'all guys are like right up in my face right now.
Because you injected yourself into this crime.
If I were up in your face, then you would know.
You need anything from him? You good?
I'm good.
Do you want to make the move? Okay. Can you try and identify for us?
Yeah. All right. Let's go here. I don't like no reason to argue, man. You're not doing anything wrong, and but here's the deal. They got a point there. I mean, your worst case scenario is that your camera would be a part of evidence, but we're not going to go there because I have a camera. I have plenty of cameras going, so I don't need your camera. Now, if something were to happen to where, man, we get into a shooting or something or a fight and somebody gets hurt, then you know what? I'm taking your camera because that's the way. So you got to be careful with that in the future. Okay, when you're doing this, because
on that one, I'll tell you, there was a shooting on 6th Street that happened not too long ago, and I helped aided them catching the shooter.
And I have no problem with that. No. But that's what's called evidence. It's not that I want your camera because I want you to stop doing this. It's just that, man, you would be surprised how many angles we need nowadays.
I understand that.
So here's, and that's the point that they're trying to get at. Now that you're involved in here, and you got to see from the beginning to the end, because these guys are up to no good.
Technically, I didn't come up here at the very beginning. I came here when they were sat on the curb right there, and they were being handcuffed. I didn't see anything come out the car. All I know is I saw a drug go around the car. A dog go around the car, and that was it. The next thing I know, I see them put things in brown bags, and that's it. I don't know what happened until that officer came over and told me they're being arrested for narcotics. I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, you can't, as a witness, you can't feed me that type of information. So then I wouldn't be a credible witness.
And then so you didn't see anything?
I didn't.
I'm asking you about if you saw anything.
No, I didn't. All I said was I saw they put stuff in brown bags though, but I didn't see any narcotics. Okay. See what I'm saying? He told me there was narcotics in there.
Are you local?
Am I local?
Yeah.
No, I'm from out of town.
From out of town?
I'll give you that much. I'll give you my first name, which is Philip, and I'm from out of town.
If you give me a phone number, your first name and your phone number, and if I ever need it, my supervisor just told me you need to find Philip because we believe that. Now, that's just a wall here, you know. So, but that's okay. So if you're telling me you didn't see anything, then I can't grab a statement from you. But that's where the guys are trying to get to.
I understand that.
But that's why you gotta be careful what you get involved in. You know what I mean?
I'm totally fine with that.
There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Just gotta be careful, of course, of property lines, and then what we consider a safe zone, because we don't know. We got one guy with two people, and we don't know who we're dealing with, and then there's no reason we should be looking behind us to see who's up to what. We don't know.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's why I sat there and I told him, when he came over, I said, I'm not going to move from here, and that's it. I mean, you guys got it was like 5 sheriff's officers up here, so I wasn't talking to anybody, I wasn't yelling at anyone, sat there silently filming, did nothing. But I mean, I already got his information. I told you that I would get you a business card. My car's back that way, so I just need to go down there and go back to my car and get your business card, and I'm out of there. And if you need the video,
I might have a business card. I might have to dig one out.
Okay.
I don't think I need your video, man. I'll be honest with you. I got plenty of video rolling, but I'm just telling you, the worst case scenario, if something were major, we would need as much as we could.
Okay.
I mean, so just be careful when you get into whatever you're doing. I know this is not the first time; it's going to be the last time.
Oh no, I deal with this type of interaction all the time. This is not the type of interaction I would like to
you're not
get
being
myself
detained.
involved.
You're the only reason these guys.
I know that they want to get my information, but I'm telling you I didn't see anything. And I'm not going to lie and say I saw something that I didn't see. That's just point blank and period. I told you what I saw. I saw them put a case in a brown bag and some clothes in a brown bag. That's it. I didn't see any narcotics.
So you said Seth? Philip?
First name is Philip.
And it's been one of those days, man. Mm-hmm. So what's a good contact info for you?
I got a business card in the car, and I can give you that. Is that your SUV up there?
I'm in the way back. Okay. Where you at?
You see that car down there on the side of the road? That's where I'm at. Yeah, man, this is what I do, man. This is what I do.
All right.
I'll get your business card there, right there in the front
just
seat.
wait a few minutes. Just make sure you don't get run over or anything, man. And I'll stop by. And,
okay.
And you can just walk across when I pull off this side of the road.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
man. Be careful.
How you doing? All right, like I said, I was going to give you my business card.
Sergeant Rick Montanez, that's the badge number. Those are our numbers, they need the info.
Okay.
That's just that, they're all parts.
Oh, thank you. All right, here's my business card, man. All right.
What do? You do a kind of YouTube?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. There's more information on the back of it. Yeah, so So pretty much this is what I do on a daily basis. So that's access to my YouTube channel. If you need the video will be on there. Unfortunately, officers made it a story, so I'm going to make a story about it.
That's fine.
So,
I mean, it's all live and learn, man. Go learn.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, just our concern is just, hey, you know, where you're at, and then, you know, depending on what kind of case. This case was a little bit complicated because there was a lot of activity going on as far as stolen property. So.
Yeah, I understand that.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, be careful out there, man.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
You too.
How are you?
Good.
Corporal Huerta. I understand you want to file a formal complaint?
Yeah, but first thing I want to do is I want to submit this open records request. I need to submit this open records request first. I just want to get it stamped, date, and copy, making sure that this has been turned in and received.
Okay. Okay. Make a copy of that for me.
Okay, first he initially asked for it to be date and time stamped, that it was officially received, and then photocopied.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that down here.
Am I following you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're going to go this way. Follow this gentleman here. That first open door on the
We're
left.
gonna meet right here in the conference room. I'll go get this time stamped and bring you a copy.
And go ahead and have a seat anywhere. All right, sir. Now, if you want to follow a formal complaint, I'm going to get a written statement from you, okay? To fill out the information on the back, and then fill out all the blanks here, and just start filling out your statement. Okay. All right.
All right.
You have a pen?
Yep.
All right.
Is this a complaint form? Looks
That's
like
a written statement.
I don't think this is what I was needing.
I don't understand what you're asking for.
It's a complaint form.
Yes, sir. That's our complaint form.
This is your actual complaint form?
That's our complaint form. That's what we have. We do everything off of your written statement. This is the date and stamp one? Date and time? Stamped? All right.
And the original's been placed in our open records clerk's box.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm all right. No, this doesn't look like an actual complaint form.
It's a written statement. That's where we base our complaints from.
So so what's the process?
You fill out the written statement, I do the investigation on the complaint that you're filling out.
And here's a copy of the Texas government code that we use for our complaint process.
I'm gonna close the door.
So basically, it just has to be in writing and signed.
Yes, sir.
You mind if I close this door, sir?
Uh,
Just so everybody walking by is not peeking in here.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Here's the bitter truth. When police don't know the law, they make it up. And if you don't know your rights, they'll steamroll you without hesitation. In Texas, you are not required to ID unless you are lawfully arrested. Being a witness, especially when told so after the fact, does not automatically mean surrendering your identity. Record everything, stay calm, and never assume a badge means knowledge. Knowing the law is your shield, because clearly they won't protect you with it. In a nation built on the idea that you're innocent until proven guilty, what happens when the only thing it takes to detain you is A nameless phone call? No crime reported, no evidence presented, just a vague, someone said something. In this confrontation from Gulfport, one man demands answers, and all he gets is silence, threats, and a badge that seems to think it outranks the Constitution. This isn't just another ID refusal, it's a warning.
My name is Ray Rodriguez. What's your name and badge number?
Officer, it's at badge number 634.
Officer Nunez, 636.
What's your name and badge number, sir? Hey, Officer Donut, what's your name? Hey, Donut.
Listen,
All right, now I'm going to listen to you and make it quick. You told me I'm detained. What am I detained for? All right, why am I being detained?
temporarily.
No, why am I being detained? What's the crime I've
You
committed?
don't let me answer your question.
Am I free to go?
Answer you. No, you're not.
What?
You
So
don't let me answer your question.
I'm not going to answer any of your questions if you don't understand that. I have a Fifth Amendment right to freedom, protection. Now, my bottom line is, why are you detaining me? What crime have I committed?
I'm trying to answer your question. You're not letting
Just
me
answer my gosh darn question. What crime have I committed?
interrupting me. I can't answer
Well, you're not answering my one question. What crime have I committed?
I'm telling you right now, you're being detained. I didn't say you
For
committed
what?
a crime. I didn't say you committed a crime.
For why are you detaining me then?
Are you going to let me answer?
Just answer my question. What crime have I committed?
I didn't say you committed a crime.
What crime are you investigating?
Someone called in and said that you were yelling.
Who was the someone?
Anonymous call.
Well, why don't you go talk to them before you speak to me, and I'll wait right here.
If it's anonymous, there's no phone call.
Well, then I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm done speaking to you. Anything you need to do, I'm live. I'm live on the YouTube.
And that's great.
And now the question I'm answering you, you're a servant, right?
I'm servant of Gulfport. Yes, I am.
I'm a resident of Gulfport. Are you aware of that?
I am.
You called my name out when you walked up. How do you know my name?
Because whoever called it in knew who you were. That's it. Listen,
All right, I'm going to make a records request for that call. Do you understand Sunshine Law 119 records request?
fine.
Do you understand you are now in what's the case number on this?
I don't know that.
I want that, please.
I will have it.
I'm not going to answer any of your questions, so don't bother asking me a single thing. You understand that? I'm not going to answer a single question. Do you understand me?
What I have to do.
I don't give a shit what you got to do. You do your investigation. I will wait here until you're
This
done.
is the way that I do my investigation. I
By
understand
by
you're
anonymous
saying-
bullshit calls.
Can you let me?
No, I'm not listening to you. Do your investigation, and I'll just sit here and say I got constitutional rights that are being violated over and over again. You know, your chief is a lying sack of shit. You know that, right? He destroys evidence. You know that? Are you sneaking up behind me?
Nobody's sneaking up behind me.
Then do you know my name?
Nope.
Yeah, you do know my name. I met you in the city council meeting. Did I not?
Mr. Rodriguez,
Do you remember me talking about getting ass raped by police officers?
Mr. Rodriguez,
I've got 4 lawyers now.
Okay.
Don't talk to me anymore. I'm done. Do your investigation. Don't say a word to me.
how do you
I'm going to
think
remain quiet.
investigations are done? How
Do you remember
think-
speaking to me?
Mr. Rodriguez?
Do you remember me speaking to me? I'm going to remain silent. Don't ask me anything.
That's not how that works.
We'll see how the Constitution works, because you jackasses don't understand the Constitution, apparently.
So this is what's going to happen here.
This is not going to happen here. You're going to conduct your investigation. You're going to release me.
Investigations are inducted.
What?
How do you think investigations are conducted?
By anonymous phone calls, by people that don't know leave their names, lying sacks of shit. And you come to address me about this. Did you talk to the complainant? What did you visual? What did you see? What did you know? That's right, donut. And I got you coming to court, mother. I also tell Chief Vincent he will be facing me in a goddamn court of law. This is called the walk of shame, you mother cowards. This is also called the First Amendment right of protest. You stupid. You know I was raped by an officer. I told you that.
No, don't be coming up on me. Don't.
Shut the up, stupid.
Hey, don't come up on me.
You're a lying sack of shit. I had a police officer rape me, you fucking piece of shit. I was raped by a police officer. That's the second time I've told you, asshole.
This encounter should terrify anyone who still believes police only act with cause. Detaining someone for an anonymous tip with no crime, no evidence, and no accountability is not just unconstitutional, it's tyranny with a smile. You do not have to answer questions, and you damn sure don't have to ID yourself without legal justification. When silence is your shield, let the camera be your sword. Because in today's America, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. What happens when law enforcement turns your child custody dispute into a roadside ambush? In Warrensburg, Missouri, a man is pulled over without clear reason, no crime alleged, no warrant issued, just to be served a restraining order. When he invokes his right to remain silent and refuses to ID, the officers escalate. But this isn't just a legal conflict. It's a deeper look into how the uniform is used to intimidate, misinform, and push people past the edge. Buckle up.
Don't know why, but we're going to find out right now.
Sir King, were you just over at 1119 Zoll Street?
Do you suspect me of being over there?
Do I suspect you of being over there? We have some information that you were over there.
Well,
so I'm asking you if you were over there.
No.
No? Okay, so someone said they saw you on the video footage
Well,
their camera.
They can have video footage all they want.
Okay.
Do you suspect me of a crime?
Do you have your ID?
Do you suspect me of a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Do you have your ID, sir?
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Do
See,
you
you
have your
just
ID,
pulled
sir?
me over. Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you have your ID
Am
on
I
you?
being detained or am I free to go?
Do you have your ID
Am
on
I
you?
being detained or am I free to go? Am I being arrested?
Okay, you're not being arrested.
Am I free to
Tony.
go?
No, you're not free to go. Okay, so county is needing to serve you with an order of protection. Okay.
An order of protection.
Yes.
Haven't I already been served of one?
What's that?
Didn't the county serve me one last October?
So this is a full order of protection. So you need to be served with that, and you need to make sure that you're not going over to 119 Zoll or 11.
That's my house for one.
Okay.
We're gonna stop you right there. That's my house that I'm paying for. The full order of protection, serve it, because I'm gonna dismantle it next month with corporate lawyers. What's your name and your badge number?
My name's Corporal Blevins, badge number 119.
119. What's your name and badge number?
My name's
Both
Officer
of you.
King,
All
and
of you.
My badge number is 142.
What's your name and badge number?
Badge number 124.
Okay, because I'm gonna serve you guys too with papers, and I'm gonna sue you guys for illegally removing me from my home without any evidence. Those are my children. I'm allowed to see my children, and you guys are serving me with protection order against what? What is she so afraid of me for?
Okay, I don't know that. That's not for me.
Well,
That's for the county.
you better go serve her and tell her she has to let me see my children, because there is no. I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
I don't care if you're speaking or
Well,
not.
I don't care if you're speaking either. I'm going to talk all over you, Sergeant.
I'm not a sergeant. I'm a corporal.
Corporal? Okay, I missed a stripe.
Right.
Corporal?
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of. Okay. So.
Well, we're not going to keep me here longer than necessary.
Nope. As long as we get them out here, we get you served, we'll get you out of here, okay?
Yeah, you guys are going to be sued too. I'm suing this whole county.
Okay.
You guys have given me enough for a lawsuit.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not being arrested, I am free to go.
Now you're being detained right
For
now.
what crime?
So they can go ahead and get you served.
That's not a crime.
Okay.
You gotta suspect me of a crime being committed to detain me.
Okay.
What crime do you suspect me of being committed to detain me?
Okay. So you are going to be served.
That's not a crime being served.
Okay. So they're on
You
their
cannot
way now.
detain me to serve me.
Okay.
No, you can't.
So they're en route right now.
You cannot detain me to serve me.
Okay. So
You cannot detain me to serve me. Am I free to go?
We're not going to sit here and argue this.
Well, no, we're not going to sit here and argue this, because you know I know my rights.
Okay.
Unless you suspect me of committing a crime, you can't detain me. It's an illegal detainment.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
You're not.
What crime am I suspected of committing?
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
No, you're not. Where's your supervisor? Get him out here.
Okay.
Right now. All right. So what information does she want on me? What information do you want on me? What do you want?
Well, I already
What kind
asked
of
you for your ID.
What
You
kind
give
of
it to
Well,
me.
I'm not going to give you my ID.
Okay.
I don't have
That's
to,
fine. And
because
that's
there's
fine.
no crime. So what
Okay.
what information do you want?
I just asked you.
No, you just want to see if I have any kind of warrant so you can put the cuffs on me and be a little rough. Check it out, dude. Don't f me. Like your badge and your gun don't scare me.
Okay.
So yeah, just back the up.
Okay.
Who's gonna be here first, county or your supervisor?
My supervisor's on his way, so.
Well, the county better hurry up, because you guys can't detain me. You know you can't detain me. It's an illegal detainment. You guys are Yeah, that woman can't keep me from my children. That's not what the full order of protection says, is it?
No, it's to keep you away from her. Prior military, though?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, period. Are you prior military?
I am.
Well, you know what? You should be fucking ashamed serving a bunch of corruption.
Okay.
And we'll just leave it at that. Because you took an oath to the Constitution first.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're to uphold first.
And I also serve and protect. And
Hey, what does that stupid I'm gonna do to her? What if hey, let me ask you, I'm asking you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. Would it be I'm not coming around her, I'm coming around to see my children.
Okay,
She alien, shut up and let me talk.
Okay, you talk.
Would it make sense for me to go up there and would it make sense? Would that not be stupid on my part? Would that not get me locked up in jail?
I would like to think so.
Okay then. Oh my God, I have a brain.
Look at the county deputies here. So.
Good. He can serve me and your supervisor can go back home.
Okay.
You can just back up off my woman. Tell her to back up, dude.
No.
Yeah, she can back up.
No, she can stand right there.
Why?
I'm not gonna do that. It's for my protection and safety.
Oh,
I just
for
wanna
your
make sure
protection
you're
and
not doing
safety?
anything in here that I can't see.
I'm
Okay?
videotaping you.
Me too.
We are too.
But I am videotaping
Me too.
you.
Me
So
too.
what else am I going to do with my hands,
Me
dummy?
too. I'm just making sure. So that's it.
Man, you guys don't like me. I know that. I don't like you either. Maybe in person, but not in that badge and uniform. You guys don't apply shit to the Constitution at all. And, oh, by the way, there's a Supreme Court ruling that you guys are not responsible for the protection of people. There's 2 of them in Brooklyn. One of them's actually over a protection order. Maybe you should fucking look them up. Because your first oath is to defend the Constitution from foreign and domestic enemies, to secure the fundamental rights of the people. Those who trade liberty for safety deserve neither, and they lose both. Yeah, use your brain. By the way, I don't consent to any of this.
Hey there, I'm Deputy Calloway.
Badge number?
3 David 17. Are you, Tony?
Do you suspect my name of being Tony?
I sure do.
Okay, well then deliver.
There is a full order of protection against you, and it's Clarissa Lacey Marie McIntyre, who wishes that you have no contact with her whatsoever.
Okay, well, what about my children?
All right, so it's going to be all on this form.
What? I want you to explain it to me. That's how you're serving me.
Are you going to let me, or are you going to keep talking?
Go ahead.
Okay. Alrighty. So we can just start from the beginning, since you want me to explain it all. Violation is this order may be punished by confinement in jail as long as 4 years and a fine of $10,000. If so ordered by the court, respondent is forbidden to enter or stay at petitioner's residence. There's a website for more information regarding that order.
Real quick, I got a question about that. Enter in or stay.
Yeah.
Doesn't say I can't go there and knock on the door, does it?
Yeah, do not go to her
That's
house.
my house. It's not her house.
But she resides there.
Well, she's going to be evicted.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to evict her ass.
That's your
So
right.
I hope you're ready to fucking go serve her.
Okay.
That's
my job.
Because that's what tyranny is.
That's my job.
Yep, that's your job.
Alrighty. There's evidence. Upon due consideration of the matter, the court finds that you and the petitioner has proven that
I haven't been to court about this matter. Is there anything about my children? Is there anything about saying that I can't see my children?
Since you will not allow me to talk, you can read it.
Well, I have questions.
You will not allow me to read it. I will recite it to you. You will not allow me to.
Well, that's what you guys do, right? Isn't that what you guys do when I'm trying to explain something? You go, hold on, I got a question about that.
Yeah, because we're trying to do our
see,
job.
I'm trying to do my job too.
All right, well, you have a great day. You've been served your paperwork.
Yep.
Do not go in her house. Her house.
Guess what?
As of right now, it is hers, and it is not
Guess
yours.
what? It is my house. My name is on the mother lease. Bye. You're dismissed. See you later, piggies. Go yourselves.
Do you need to talk to a supervisor?
No, you can kiss my face.
All right, have a good day.
Being served isn't a crime, and pulling someone over just to hand them papers shouldn't be treated like a felony stop. But when officers operate under willful ignorance of the law, it's the citizen who pays the price. Know this: you are not required to ID simply because an officer wants to make things easier. You only comply when the law compels you. Anything less, that's legalized harassment, not public service.